What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering and member of the Champions Club. I tuned in last night to watch the Dr. Disrespect v. OBJ stream, and it looked like Doc cut loose a little bit. People are emailing me saying Doc was, saying some things and having a rough night. I don't know if I caught all that. I mean, I think he was just getting real for a moment. He was kind of out of character for a while, but it had been a long day. And he still seems to be taking it hard that he's been excommunicated from Twitch. So specifically that Twitch just released a brand new rule to deal with him exclusively. This via Sportskeeda. Twitch changes policy after Dr. Disrespect plays on livestream with Nadeshot and Snoop Dogg. During the Vikkstar Warzone Showdown tournament, Dr. Disrespect ended up on Twitch through Nadeshot and others. There have been no bans issued on the matter, but the streaming giant's community guidelines have been updated. Months after his ban, Dr. Disrespect continues to be a point of contention in Twitch. In late August and early September, there was a Call of Duty Warzone tournament titled Vikkstar's Warzone Showdown held. It was meant to be a high-profile event for streamers and Call of Duty pros. The format was based on having two duo teams that joined each other in squad to complete in games. The controversy began when Dr. Disrespect moved forward in the tournament and ended up in the same lobby and match as Crim6 and Nadeshot. The latter two did not mute Dr. Disrespect and continued live on Twitch. Therefore, the doc was being played through another stream and appearing on the platform. This is a problem for Twitch because it had permanently banned Dr. Disrespect, and him appearing on other streams as a breach of terms of service, in a violation that has caused other bans in the community. Twitch changes policy. Twitch literally updated their terms of service just because Doc showed up in Nadeshot's stream. Now, I don't care if you're a fan of Dr. Disrespect or not. He's the only streamer outside of Asmongold that I even give a crap about. And honestly, for Doc, now that I've been watching him more often, it's like must-see TV. Him and Z dominating. I just love it. I look forward to streams. I'm sorry if I'm fanboying out a little bit, but it's just true. I've never seen anything like it from a live streamer, and there's nobody even close, period. And I just feel like Twitch, you already banned the guy. Can you just leave him alone? Like, it's not like it's not like the entire plan was to sneak him in there. He just happened to appear. It's like, dude, he gave a lot to Twitch, and the fact that you're so butthurt at him is getting a little sad. There's now been a development in this dilemma, with Twitch updating its community guidelines to clarify what happened in a video from Esports Talk. On YouTube, a viewer tweeted out what appears to be a revision to the community guidelines. We've updated our guidance in the community guidelines to clarify our policies around suspension evasion. We understand that there may be instances where suspended users appear on your stream due to circumstances beyond your control, but we expect you to make a good faith effort to remove them from your broadcast, mute them, or otherwise limit their interactions with your stream. Are you kidding? Like, Twitch is so, like, they're so desperate to unperson Dr. Disrespect. And by the way, it's been many months and we've seen almost zero actual facts come out in the case. Because of that, it's likely hard to justify banning another high-profile streamer, though, for not muting Dr. Disrespect on their Twitch stream. The critical thing to note here is also the specific circumstances of the matter. Based on how Twitch refers to its problem in question, it's called suspension evading. If Nadeshot were to let Dr. Disrespect stream with him for hours on end, that would likely end in the former being banned. In this case, streamers were placed in a situation through a tournament where they had to play with Doc. They probably could have muted him, but that goes along with the murky details of the ban. No one is sure how severe his ban is or why they would need to mute him. The frustrating thing here, I don't think that this was an intentional thing to like sneak past the ban. I just don't. I think that this is just a random event. You could say ever since Dr. Disrespect's mysterious ban from Twitch and return to YouTube, the Doc's streaming buddies have expressed how much they've missed having him around. Tim the Tapman recently told his viewers he'd love to be able to stream with his friend, but he wasn't able to because of the Twitch ban. However, Tim and Doc's fellow streamer Nadeshot may end up getting in trouble for that very same thing. This was back in the same thing. Now, again, he didn't really stream with him. He just happened to be in the lobby. And I'm starting to think that Twitch streamers' backing for this ban, their acceptance that, oh, it must have been something terrible, is starting to erode. I mean, there's no question that Doc is the best around. And the fact that they're basically not even allowed to mention him, and they don't know why, is absurd. And I watched his stream last night, and there was another interesting thing that came up. Currently, as far as I know, now, not that there aren't other high-profile streamers that got shunned, but Activision has seemingly shunned Dr. Disrespect from the Call of Duty code crew, the partnered streamer. So the Doc doesn't have a code where he can earn money by referring people to the game, which is ridiculous because Dr. Disrespect is one of the most popular Call of Duty streamers in the world. And Activision basically saying, you know what, we're not going to pay you for the free promotion you give us. And he talked about that last night.
It's kind of crazy to think that because of this little purple platform, and for whatever reason, that all of a sudden Activision, one of the biggest publishers and the biggest franchises, decides not to support the Doctor and give us a code and be a part of this whole launch of this new Cold War game. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? Champions Club? Like, come on, man.
Basically, another big company unpersoning him for some unknown reason. I presume that Activision doesn't know why Twitch banned him if nobody else does. And honestly, look, Game Fuel stuck with him, and I think that's super respectful. If I drank Game Fuel, I'd be, you know, pretty proud. And that's just rare these days. I believe Discord dumped him, right? There's so many people that just bailed on Doc with no real information. Also last night, Dr. Disrespect hinted that Twitch banned him to save money.
25-year active duty Master Chief Navy here, says Rich Miller. Hey, Rich, imagine the Navy going in there and getting rid of you, huh? Just out of nowhere, and then bringing in 3 new cadets. Because you know what? They said, man, even though he's going to turn Master Chief, like, that's a big, huge salary. Imagine that, Rich. But thankfully, that doesn't happen to you. You know what I mean, Rich?
It seems odd that they would ban Doc, you know, for financial reasons and not try to restructure his deal. But it's possible. And this is one thing that I said earlier. It's possible that once Mixer was gone, they didn't like the contract that they had signed with him. They weren't making enough money. Maybe he negotiated too good of a deal, and they just used some random nomenclature to ban him to get out of the contract. It's entirely possible, and maybe they held that guaranteed money too. It's possible. It would be shocking that if it was just financial, it would be shocking if this was just financial. But it's entirely possible. Sometimes the most, the obvious reason is the, what is it, Hanlon's razor or whatever. The most likely solution is actually the one. It'll be interesting to watch. I support Doc until I've seen evidence not to. It's really crummy what's happening to him, but I hope he continues. I hope he can look past it and look at the great opportunity he has here on Twitch. I think on YouTube. I think many of his numbers are bigger here on YouTube. He's getting exposed to a whole new audience. He's meeting huge YouTubers that probably wouldn't have interacted with him otherwise. So he's got a lot of great opportunities here, and I hope he looks forward and stays positive. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Like something's have been taken from me, and I feel like I've never felt before. I've never felt like this before, man.
It's us versus the corporation. It's literally us versus the corporation, isolated on an island. Now we're starting to get a lot of people swimming to our island, and that's a good thing because our island's about to expand, and the reality check's about to take over, trust me.